Hey guys, just out here doing some camping, and sun is about to set. You can see it right behind me. Doing a little one wheeling down there. Went for a nice little autumn drive, and check as I see you popping in there. Nothing super crazy to talk about tonight. Hopefully, I'll get enough signal. Just out here on the flight hill. Been I didn't fly tonight, but I just visited, wandered around. It was a little windy for me. My experience level can only handle so much wind, but I did get some work done on the van. Got these cool shackles put on here on the front, little blue shackles on the Truth van here, and of course it's getting pretty sweet. I'll show you guys the van right there, people. That's a van. That's a van. All right. So I got the boxes back here. I actually put some Rotopacks on here, which attach. Right. They attach. This is our camp box, so this has food and everything we need on the road. There's a tent up there. Anyways, I'll do a full tour of the van one of these times soon. But hey, y'all, thanks. It's we're getting that van pretty dialed in. Let me throw this in here. I'm gonna get out of the wind here for you guys. I'm gonna put the camera right in the holder. It's called a ram mount. I keep one on the dash. So we went for a drive today, and I went up for a fall drive into the national forest. And we're driving up, right? Utah fall color, riding in the Truth van with the fam. I go up, and here is this station, right? As I go up into the forest, and this guy, I think he was a volunteer, he wants money at the station. He's like, he wants $6, and I'm like, dude, you can't charge for us to be in the national forest. And he's like, well, yeah, if you're going to use any facilities, blah, blah, blah. And so at first he's like, you have to pay. And then I'm like, no, according to the law, XYZ, we don't have to pay. And he's like, well, what are you doing up here? Right? It's a highway. So as long as you're staying on the highway and not getting out. And I'm like, no, we can park in the forest. And so he keeps backtracking. And he's like, well, yeah, I know that law. So as long as you don't use the facilities then. And so we go around, finally I just leave and we do our thing and I leave. And I'm like, I'm not paying you. You shouldn't be charging people. There's already been court rulings on this, etc. But I got a neat little video up there and just a bunch of videos of us completely ignoring their fake rules of this agency this guy was with. It was some fake land management agency called like the National Forest Service or something like that. Just some fake land management agency that basically is setting up like roadblocks and stuff and then trying to charge people to use their land. So anyways, that was interesting. Stay tuned because it was kind of one of those videos right in the sweet spot where I like it. A good conversation, a little bit of activism, and some cool places, right, for a nice short sweet message. And those are some of my favorites. The long ones, guys, they're hard to edit. So okay, it went viral. Yes. Remember I did a video. So I did a video like a week ago about the absolute sham of the narrative that's coming out of Vegas, right? And this idea that one man went up and shot like 500 people. I mean, just absurdity. This narrative, of course, is coming out now to be fabricated, and they're backing off. They're trying to redirect the narrative, and so rest assured that everything the government says is a lie. But I had done one video on it at first, shortly after it happened, and that video conveniently disappeared off YouTube, as I mentioned in that video. I did another video, and that's where we analyzed the photo that they faked. Okay, of this guy. That's the photo that's been edited. And so as a photographer, I have 20 years of experience in photography and a lot of experience in Photoshop, teaching Photoshop, and I have a master's in photography. And so we looked at this image and how and where the fakery was going on. And that video went. It's been this was 3 or 4 days ago right here that I uploaded this. That video has like 250,000 views now already. And so it's just interesting. It's always fascinating to me. I've had lots of videos go viral, and it's just fascinating to see. Usually the ones that go viral are activism on the street, right? That's where my most viral videos are. But conversations that get people thinking, those can do it too. And so to all of you out there that have channels, I mean, keep it engaging, keep it as short and sweet as possible. Vlog type videos, keeping them around 10 minutes is good. Shorter is even better. 5 minutes, amazing. The video of me pulling over a cop, the 5 minute version of it, you can watch the full version. But the 5 minute version is the one that really went viral all over the world back in 2014. So anyways, all these videos I'm talking about, you guys can go to the channel here after we're done. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. You can pitch in with a super chat if you want. Go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/call me good stuff. But I just thought it was neat. And remember, like, engage with people, right? A lot of times people will say, oh, they're censoring my content. They're suppressing my words. And it's true at times that YouTube, Facebook, all these places, they do censor content. Okay. But a lot of times, most of the people I've found that they're not getting people to engage is because they're just making these long videos where they go on and on and on. They don't have a clean message, open, middle, close, setup, conflict resolution. Give people something that they can really chew on and get their mind into, and engage them and spread. And of course, activism and actually showing instead of telling. That's why the activist videos go well. Okay. Is because I'm not just saying to do something. People are always saying, like, oh, Gavin, you're sitting on Facebook. No, I'm not. I'm actually going out and I'm doing stuff. That's why I have more videos of police interactions than honestly any activist I know of on YouTube. And so doing instead of talking about it is important. You can't just sit on Facebook and rant. You can have a conversation like this, but you got to take action to love your neighbor, to stand up, to speak out. And yeah, there's a risk for that. That's why I'm dealing with bogus charges back in Ephrata. Go see the video about my arrest a month or so ago. I got to go into court again on Friday. They still have my phone that they stole from me, and I got to go into court there. I hate going into court. Got to try and get my phone back. There's literally no evidence. They presented a police report as probable cause. A police report is not considered evidence. They can't get into my phone. It's password protected. They have no body cameras or dash cameras in Ephrata because they don't want to be held accountable. So really, like, I've been charged with these misdemeanors and there's no nothing. But we'll probably go to trial because they what they want. They fight because the courts of America, backed by the enforcement of Blue ISIS, are there to enforce their power, not to enforce the law. So a closing thought on this: it's ridiculous to act like we have law enforcement. If we had law enforcement, the nation would not be in chaos and our rights would be secured if they were enforcing our laws. They're not enforcing laws, they're enforcing the edicts of terrorists. It's a thought for you guys. Okay, we're under 8 minutes, so shout out to you guys. Anybody have a quick question? I don't want to stay for long. I'm going to go out with the family. I got to head back towards home tomorrow. And so I like to keep it around 10 minutes, and I was pretty quick tonight because we didn't have a major topic. I just wanted to cover a bunch of things. Yeah, seized as evidence next far. That's right. Thanks, guys. Let's get rid of the troll. We don't need him. And so, all right. I'm doing okay. Thanks, Join or Die. I'm tired of all of this, and the court stuff makes me very tired, and that's why they do it. They drag us through courts because they know they can wear us down, because there's zero accountability for them. There's zero cost to them. They actually get paid to terrorize us. So what can we do about police? We got to openly oppose the blue line. That's why I've been using Blue ISIS. These are perfectly applicable terms for the police who have universally chosen to be bad. We don't have good cops because if a cop does good, he gets fired. All right. So our voice is huge in this. It's not about violence. Violence rarely fixes anything, even when you go to revolution, guys. So we need to speak very loudly. We need to be relentless. We need to quit getting distracted because someone protests different or they kneel. I mean, I'm thinking about kneeling next time I hear the national anthem. It's a sign of humility to God. It's a sign of respect for people who actually died for freedom instead of fighting and following orders for oil and power. Quit getting distracted by all these media narratives that the puppet masters put out there. And even if you disagree with somebody, support them in their rights, right? So what if they protest differently than you do? As long as they're not violating another, all right? So we need to get rid of the faction. Get rid of the faction. Okay, speak out boldly against the police. Universal opposition to the blue line in America. Not a lynch mob mentality, not a we hate them, we want to hurt them mindset, but a mindset that loves them enough to say you're a criminal and I'm telling you so. Okay, and we need civil defiance, not just protest. We need people as much as possible, and you got to be careful about this, but we need to defy their fake laws as much as we can get away with. within reason, right? As long as we're not hurting someone else. Their fake laws, all through history, the tactic, whether it's, Martin Luther King or any other activist, or whether it's Jesus, the fake laws, you disobey the fake laws. You don't necessarily do it all the time, every day, but you stand up for what's right. So, yeah, a couple of things. Hey, there's a paraglider back there. I want to be up in the air right now. My wife and I both paraglide, so it's great fun, guys. There's some videos out there of us doing that. So, yeah, stand up in love to your Blue Line supporters. Take back the narrative, right? Get rid of the faction, and disobey lawlessness. That's kind of the three steps that I've been trying to push here for years. And said, "Hey, thanks," and we just keep plugging away, right? Don't get distracted by all their lies, by all the fake reports. Police reports are fake. That's what they do. That's what they're all about. They're about promoting their false narrative. So, hang on, I'm trying to mess with the chat room here, and it's fritzing on me. There we go. Yes, I got rid of the troll there. So, all right, guys, I think I'm going to run. It's getting dark. People always say I should run for president, but look, guys, I mean, even I'm like one of the most hated people in my county, which admittedly is government employees, so they don't like me treading into their territory. But the fact is, people don't want the truth. I speak the truth, and I'm constantly berated all over the nation for doing that. So it's like, Adam Kokesh is running for president, or for not president right now, right? Adam's pretty cool, and I ran for Congress once. They didn't want that. They want a politician. They want a fraud, right? That's what Hillary was. That's what Bush was. That's what Trump is. He's just giving people the hate and partisan faction that they want. Hey, I'm live, bud.
Hello.
And anyways, anything to say? No. All right, so yeah, it doesn't matter, right? And people say, "Oh, look, Trump's doing great things." No, Trump is supporting the swamp. Trump is prosecuting the political prisoners, the Bundys. All right. Trump is just playing the game, and he's working people. He's wrapping the people that are into hate and faction, and let's blame other nations. Let's blame our neighbor, right? There's no humility there. There's no liberty there. Trump is openly and flagrantly trampling the Constitution. And then people say, "Oh, Gavin, you're a libtard. What do you want, Hillary?" Of course I don't want Hillary. That's saying, do I want Stalin or do I want Hitler? I don't want either one. I want freedom. I demand justice for my neighbor, guys. That's what we have to start doing. The difference between me and the people that don't get this is that I'm looking to God, I'm looking to Jesus, and I see no faction. I see none of this. This is our club. We won. Now it's good, right? Gary Johnson's no fix. Gary Johnson supports babies being denied due process and being murdered. He's just another guy playing the game. The Libertarian Party hasn't fixed anything because the Libertarian Party is a fraud. The Republican Party is a fraud. The Democrat Party is a fraud. It doesn't mean there's not people within those that have good intentions. It doesn't mean that there's no good in all of it. Republican principles, good, real Republican principles, libertarian principles go right along with Republican principles. Liberal principles go along with freedom. But I don't mean Democratic Party values. I mean actual freedom. Okay? So, yeah, we got to get off the teams. We got to come together. And what does that look like? Coming together looks like you coming out of your house when your neighbor's getting abused. Your black neighbor, your Mexican neighbor, your white neighbor. It doesn't matter. It means you stopping and saying, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you robbing that person, cop?" It means showing up in court. It means speaking out. It means not throwing the guy under the bus who's charged in your community with some horrible crime and saying, "Oh, like that guy should be lynched," because he's charged with like some kind of a sex crime when zero evidence has been presented that he actually committed any crime. And you know full well that the prosecutors and the cops involved in the charging are criminals. It's about coming together against tyranny. But it's not about wanting to be a lynch mob. We want to give them the due process they've denied us. All right, guys. So, hey, we're almost 50 minutes now. This is what happens when I go to Q&A, but I hope I threw a few thoughts out there, right? be the forest. A forest is three. Find two other people that you can be the forest with. Tree, right? But they can't cut down. Can't cut down the whole forest, and so be a forest so we can kind of have some independency in our principled resistance defending liberty. There's a video on my Facebook page as well as on my channel here about the forest. If you want to understand the concept of the forest, there's a video of that here. Search for Gavin Syme, the forest, or something like that. It's on my channel. It's on my Facebook page. You guys can find me there. You can join my newsletter, my email newsletter over at callmegav.com. And of course, the Facebook page, facebook.com/callmegav. So like this, share this, spread this. Thanks, Amy. Guys, thank you for all your support. I'm probably not running for president at this point because this nation is crumbling right now and they're not ready they don't want freedom at this point. So we got to speak out and kind of get people to want freedom. Thanks, Aiden. And we got to stand together as one and not just defend our rights, not just defend the rights of our friends that we like, but defend the rights of those that we don't like. All right. So you guys have a good night. Speak out, preach it, and stand tall.